What's up, tax savers? So let's talk about a topic that can be emotionally charged for really some people, depending on what side of the board you are, but it's just a thing, and that's Obamacare, or the Affordable Care Act. And there was previously on the 2016 tax return an option that allowed you to not state whether you had health insurance or not. And because the rule is, technically, if you don't have health insurance, you're supposed to pay a penalty for not having health insurance. That's what's called the individual mandate. And so you had to state whether you had health insurance or not. Well, last year, Congress passed a brief patch of a law that allowed you to decline to state whether you had health insurance or not. So of course, if you have health insurance, you just say you would, but if you didn't, we had talked briefly about just declining to state, and that would be a good strategy for the time being, just in case they repeal Obamacare. Well, the IRS has come out and said that they're not going to accept e-files of returns that decline to state whether you have health insurance or not. So the IRS is kind of aligning with the technical tax rules on that, probably because they're wanting to get the tax money for those penalties, because the only people who would decline to state are those who didn't have health insurance. So that's not a strategy that you can really take anymore. Best bet, go on the exchange, the federal exchange or the state exchange if you have one, get some health insurance. It's a good idea to have it anyways. Unless you're very, very young and a superstar like ox of health, then it might be a good idea to just pay the penalty instead, because it's so cheap if you're not making that much money. But health insurance is usually good to have. So that's the update on that. We'll see you next time.